Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. So today we're talking about pitchers grunting. I don't know if you guys saw Zach Greinke pitching, but he threw a ball and he gave a big as he threw it. I had people send me this clip and ask me, does that throw off hitters? Can you hear that? Does that happen a lot? Do a lot of pitchers grunt and maybe we just don't normally hear it because there's fans in the stands, but now there isn't fans in the stands? And so let's talk a little bit about that, okay? First thing is, in my experience, there are certain pitchers that do grunt. Some grunt a lot louder than others. Some guys grunt on every single pitch, all right? I would say not a lot of guys do that. There's probably a very few amount of guys do that. Now, some guys grunt and they throw like 97 and they're grunting, right? They've got everything they got is getting into the ball every single time, okay? And when those guys throw and they throw 97 or whatever, I don't want to say it's any more intimidating, right? People say, does it affect the hitter? I don't think it's any more intimidating. I think the 97-mile-an-hour fastball is what's intimidating, not so much the grunt. But usually when that happens, like, nobody says anything, okay? A guy just grunts the hell out of it, throws it in there, 97, you go, damn, this guy's really, really good. I say, man, I'm probably going to strike out. I'm just kidding. I never really said that. But you don't really think anything of it. Now, there are certain guys also that grunt, and they don't throw hard. They throw like 90 miles an hour, right? Which is fast, but not in, if you're looking at professional baseball or Major League Baseball, that's not very fast. There's a couple of guys that do that. And I've been part of teams where when a guy grunts and only throws 90 miles an hour, like, guys on your team will give that guy, a little bit of crap. So, he might grunt it up there and throw, and it's like 90 or 91. And then guys on the bench will start going, and they'll start yelling and mocking the guy that's grunting and throwing the ball in there. So I have seen that happen before also. But in the grand scheme of things, there's not a ton of guys that grunt loud enough that you can hear when there's fans in the stands, right? I've never played with no fans in the stands, except when I played in Syracuse for AAA with the Syracuse Chiefs, which was the Washington Nationals at the time. There sometimes were like 15 people in the stands. And so basically, it was almost like a practice round for COVID baseball because there was no one there. Except we had one fan. We had one guy that would come, and if anyone's watching this that ever played in AAA and you've played in Syracuse, you know the guy I'm talking about. But there'd be no one in the stands, and this guy would just be yelling the whole game. And as a home player, it was the most annoying thing ever because every home game you'd hear this guy screaming and yelling. And, maybe he was just talking to us. I don't know. But there was no one in the stands. He'd sit right there. And so you're playing a game, and all you hear every game is him having a conversation with you. It's horrible. Anyways, so let's talk about a couple other things with grunting. Zach Greinke. This guy's kind of off his rocker this year. He's been doing like all these crazy, crazy things. I haven't heard, maybe you guys have heard, I haven't followed it. I just got the video sent to me a bunch. He doesn't typically grunt. I don't know why he grunted on that pitch. It's clearly he's doing it. It's not his normal routine, I don't believe. So if you guys know why he's grunting on that, let me know. Maybe he is trying to just, I don't know, it seems like he's trying to do these weird things this year. I don't know if he's trying to throw the other team off, or maybe it's just a wacky year because of no fans in the stands, and he said, well, this year's kind of a you-know-what show anyway, so I'm just going to do all these wacky things. I'm not really sure what his strategy is. Maybe I'll try to find out. I'll try to figure out if I know anyone that knows him or plays with him. We'll see if we can get to the bottom of this. Now, here's the other thing about grunting. This also made me laugh because, so my dad, who I don't know if you guys have seen him on this channel at all. He's been on it a few times. He coaches with Antonelli baseball and also at St. John's Prep. And so he used to tell me, so he pitched when he was younger. He was a catcher-pitcher when he was younger. And then I believe in college, I think he just pitched in college. I don't think he caught anymore when he got older. But I remember that he used to tell me that he would grunt on his changeup because he thought that that would add some deception to it, right? So you come in and you throw your fastball, and then you come in and you throw your changeup, and you give a and you grunt as hard as you can. Makes it sound like you're really trying to throw hard, but then you throw the changeup, and the pitcher hears the grunt and thinks, "Oh man, he's trying to blow this ball by me." But now the ball doesn't get blown by me as a changeup. He thought that added deception. Maybe it did. I always said, did you ever think that maybe you're tipping your changeup? Because when you grunt and you only grunt on your changeup, that would be a tip that the changeup is coming. Now, it happens so fast that, you probably can't tell anyway, but I always used to kind of just, I guess, give them a hard time about that and say, I'm not sure, maybe your plan is backfiring. What were your college stats like? Did you get smoked? Was your changeup hit at like a 400 clip or something? Maybe you should switch that. But anyways, it made me laugh because I do think that's good thinking, though. I do think that it might not work, but I like the thought of it, okay? Means he is trying to think and figure out ways to to throw the hitters off a little bit. I had to use, what's the pitcher's name in Major League? Bardall, Magisil, whatever the hell all this stuff is that he has. Someday you will too. That whole scene, I'll find the scene. I can't remember exactly what he says.
Bardall, Magisil, someday you will too.
Anyways, so let me know about grunting. If there's any pitchers out there, do you grunt? Do you grunt every pitch? Do you grunt on certain pitches? If you're a hitter, has it ever thrown you off? Again, for me, at a high level, professional level, you can barely ever hear it, right? Unless the guy's really, really grunting loud again. And there's only a few of those guys. And so let me know your experience as well. Hopefully that helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, share it with all your friends, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.